You've consumed enough. It's time for you to start creating. I know this because for months I wanted to start a YouTube channel and I just didn't do it. I was consuming content of how to grow a YouTube channel, how to actually make this work. But really, if you don't put in the work, nothing's going to happen. And here's the kicker. When you first start creating content and you put your very first video out, it unlocks so many things. Because before that, you think about what's my family going to think, what my friends are going to think, what people that I used to know would think about YouTube, all of these things. And it's natural, you just think about the things that could happen that way. But in reality, when you put your very first video out, nothing actually happens because you get 2 or 3 views on your first video, most likely, and nobody even knows that you started a YouTube channel. And if they do know that you started a YouTube channel, that means that you went viral. Congrats, you're taking off. But really, in reality, it doesn't happen that way. I know that in my first video, I got 2 or 3 views. My second video got 0 views. And it just stayed like that, below 5 views for months. And nothing was actually happening. Before starting to take off slowly, building momentum, and it's almost something that you don't even notice. But after a few months, you think that, okay, most of my videos are getting over 100 views. And then it just grows. And, before that, you have 20 views and 30 views. You think, oh, my videos are doing pretty great. Now, in August, my videos are not getting over 100 views, but that's all right. That is just a season, and YouTube is like that. It's not the straight line that goes up, but what I can tell you is that at the beginning it's very flat, and then it just has little spikes, and then it just becomes the new normal, the new normal, the new normal. So before you start creating, you have all these ideas in your head of people, what are they going to think, but really they are not even seeing your videos before you actually get good at creating content. And you're going to start messy. It's just a fact. So when I first started, I told this story before, but I put my phone on some shoe boxes. I had a white cupboard just like this one, but right behind me. The lighting was very yellow. The sound was terrible because my phone was kind of an old iPhone, and I couldn't even speak on camera. Like, I couldn't get some words out. So I just sat in front of the camera looking at the lens for 10 seconds and then pressing off button and trying again and again and again. But because I told myself that I would do it at that time, I just didn't have a choice. So I put out my very first video of about 10 seconds. So nothing was right. Everything was messy. My voice didn't sound right. I just mumbled my words through. It was too short. The video was bad, or the video quality rather. The lighting was bad. The sound was bad. Everything that you can think of, even the content was bad. As for the thumbnail, it looked horrendous. There's like nothing. The title was really bad. It was something about my first video on YouTube or something like that. I can't remember the exact title, but there's nothing that you can take from that video that was even slightly good looking in some sort of way. There's nothing to take away from that video apart from you can improve. And I feel like that stops a lot of people because you just want to make your very first video great. And it just doesn't happen because you need to practice. It's just like being an athlete or a painter or something. When you first start, you're bad. It's just a matter of, that's the way it is. You'll see everyone around you that has done this for longer than you is going to be better than you. So when you first start, you're going to be bad, but the consistency that you're going to build on after that is what's going to make you great. It's all about getting better over time. And the more messy you start, the better you can improve and the faster you can improve at the beginning. My second video was so much better than the last one. It was still terrible, but it was way better than the very first video that I created. So it just grows over time, but you don't want to start messy, or you do want to start messy. You don't want to try to be perfect at first. The very first video that you make, you just have to put it out. There's no question. There's no how can I make this look good? How can I no? The idea of your first video is just to put it out as messy as it can be, and then you can work from there. That's just the starting point. So how do you improve? Well, it's just about making YouTube videos. I've been making videos for over a year now, and I've made some previous ones before I had this channel. And I put out 2 videos a week. So that was just my rhythm, and I was improving that way because 2 videos a week is already quite a lot of videos. So every single time that you post a video, every time you film a video, every time you brainstorm for ideas, every time you find a title, a thumbnail, all of these things, you improve over time. And the more you do this, the better, because now for August, I have so far, and I'm intending to do this until the end of the month, is make 1 video every single day. That's including weekends, that's including so much. So I try to avoid like taking a rest on weekends from YouTube and try to think about something else, even though I do look at YouTube and think about YouTube and have ideas about YouTube. But still, I try to not do the actual work around YouTube. And so because I'm doing this and I make 2 videos a day basically. Some days I do less, some days I do 2, but every single day I film a video from Monday to Friday, and I make at least 1 video because I don't have a choice. I put myself through this challenge. And what I realized is the more I do this, the better I get. Now, sometimes I don't want to film. Like, that's just a fact. So some days I just dread filming. As soon as I press as soon as I get myself moving, I turn on those lights behind me, I open my notes, I get my chair out, I get my tripod, which isn't really a tripod, to put my phone, and I start filming. Like, all these ideas that I don't want to do this, I don't feel like it, I'm a bit tired, or whatever it may be, they just go away as soon as I turn my camera off. Every time I film, I really, really, really enjoy filming. So it's just a factor, and I improve. It was so much faster than I did before that. Now I'm able to film 1-take videos. I don't do them often, but I do film 1-take videos. Before that, it would be impossible for me to do that. I get way more comfortable on speech. I am just way better at making YouTube videos. I feel like the progress so far, it's been, 12 days that I've been doing this every single day, and already it's crazy how much I've improved, and I still have more than double the time left to do 1 video every single day. So the more videos you put out, the better, the faster the progress. So if you put 1 video out a month, it's going to take you decades to get good. If you put out 1 video a week, then it will take you maybe a couple of years, or it's like 1 video a week is already good, especially if you have a life, which most of us do. You have kids, maybe you have all sorts of things that go on. You probably have a job, so it's all of these things just come into play. So 1 video a week is a good rhythm, but it's the bare minimum. You don't want to have less than that. But the more work you put in, the more you see what you can improve especially when you're editing the videos, you'll see that you're repeating words over and over and over again. So the next video, you want to remove those and just go with the flow. Now, what you actually film videos about? Well, there's different ways to look at this. One of the ways is to find your interests. So what are you interested in? What do you want to improve? This was the way that I did my YouTube channel, because I wasn't really good at something that I wanted to talk about. I'm good at some things, but I just don't want to make the video about those. So I thought, well, I love YouTube, I like watching YouTube videos, and I would love to be a content creator. Well, the natural thing was to make videos about YouTube. I didn't know anything about YouTube, but I just wanted to get better and better and better. And it seems that I'm moving through those stages. I've seen tons of creators that start off not knowing about YouTube, making a YouTube video about YouTube, or a YouTube channel rather, and they just start improving over time and they become experts. And that's the goal of this channel, and I feel like I'm moving towards there a lot faster than when I first started because I'm learning a lot more things than at the beginning. So that's one of the ways to look at it. Another way would be to just find something that you're good at and you're interested in. That's the best combo that you can have because you're already pretty good, so you have lots of knowledge to share. So those are two things that you can do. The next thing is, what's your job? Like, if you use YouTube to get clients, which is a good way to get clients, probably the best way to get clients, it's free. You possibly could get paid just by YouTube ads if you have enough watch time hours and subscribers, but especially you're getting the people that are interested, that start to know you, to your business, and that's one of the best ways to do. And if you do that, the best way to get those customers is, who are those customers and what are their goals and what are you helping them with, and solve those problems on YouTube. So if you have a cleaning company, just tell people, well, this house was horrible and I made it look great using these techniques. I did this and that, and now it looks good. If you want me to do this, I can help you. And that's one of the best ways, and that's something that I do to this day. Right now I'm doing it actually for free. I'm looking for 5 people. There are some spots that are already taken, but I'm just helping you to look at your YouTube channel and tell you how you can improve. All I'm asking for is testimonials. There's no sales call, there's no nothing. All you have to do is click the link in the description, and I'm helping you with your YouTube channel as much as I can. So just book a call. It's free. It's all good for you. You also need to start before you're ready. So that's something that's super important. I feel like a lot of people want to get started before, like, when they're ready. But the truth is, you're never going to be ready. There's always something that's going to come up where you can't. Those are basically excuses, but maybe you're sick, maybe you're tired, you didn't sleep well, you have too much work, you have kids to take somewhere, you have work to do, you have insert X, and you have so many things that just come up in your life, just like every normal human. You're busy, I'm busy, everyone's busy. But if you carve the time out to do this, and you decide that there's no way you're going to find an excuse, then you're going to be able to make this work. Heck, I'm making a YouTube video every single day, and I still have time to do other things. So some of you might not be able to do that, especially if you're just starting out. It takes a lot of headspace to make your first few YouTube videos, but you can actually create one video a week. There's no way around it. I don't care if you need to get up super early before work, or film after work, or be up late. If you really want to do this, there's no excuse that is worth it. I've seen people that have had huge accidents that are filming in hospital and then in the recovery. I've seen people that had huge back injuries. I've seen people that were sick. I've seen people that there's so many other creators that are hungry to make YouTube videos and to be the best that they can be and not miss a single upload. And those are the creators that win way more than the creators that just, well, all of the 100% of the time, way more than the people that are just casually making YouTube videos. If you're casually making videos, you're not improving as fast, you're finding excuses, there's always something that's going to come up, it's going to be hard, and then after 2 months you realize you haven't made a YouTube video. If you're in that case, you need to switch up your mindset and just, this is your priority. You need to, it's like having lunch or tea or having a shower in the morning. If you don't do this, if you don't have a shower in the morning because you don't have time, there's an issue. You probably do. I don't know anyone that doesn't. So if you get up in the morning and you take a shower, it should be the same with YouTube. Find a time where you create YouTube videos and there's no excuse. And before we get into the next part, if you're struggling with this, if you're struggling with consistency, if you're struggling with what to make YouTube videos about, or struggling with anything related to YouTube, I can definitely help you. There's a link in the description, 100% for free. All I'm asking for is a testimonial. We'll get on a call and we'll talk about your YouTube channel and how you can improve it. And if you're stuck, get you unstuck. Now here's the thing. Time is passing by anyway. If you're thinking about YouTube videos, thinking about, should I start a YouTube channel? Am I going to make a YouTube channel? Or something along those lines. Maybe you haven't started. Maybe you're getting on a call because you don't know how to start a YouTube channel. Time is passing by anyway, so you might as well do this, because it's just like, okay, I have 5 spots left. I can get, or not 5 spots left. I have some spots left out of the 5 spots that I have available for you for free. And I can guarantee that once they're full, somebody is going to think, well, I should have actually got a call when it was for free. And it's going to be the same thing with YouTube. You could create a YouTube video, or you could not create a YouTube video, but the time is going by anyway. So if you wait a year, you could have a fully blown channel that could have subscribers, a great community, people that are helping each other out, a great business out of it. All of these things just come together, and the other person that hasn't started is just still thinking about, well, should I start? I don't really feel ready. I have all these excuses. What are my friends and family going to think about? There's so many things that are rushing through his mind, whereas the second person that created a video every single week is going through that after 2 years, having a great channel that's going great, a great business that he created out of YouTube, and you could still be stuck there. So don't stop doing that. Now, if you already started a YouTube channel but you're not getting the views you hoped, make sure you watch that video, because I created it exactly for you. So make sure you watch it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.